Hello my lovely, Sophia here. Welcome to my channel, Sophia Psychic Tarot. So today's daily message is for the 9th of May 2022. We have the 3 piles 1, 2 and 3 plus the extra message if it is your birthday today on top of one of the piles that you've chosen, and the timestamps are all in the description box below the video. For my lovelies who chose pile number 1, let's have a look at your message for today. Okay, interesting. So they're wanting me to just rearrange these a little bit. So if you are feeling left out in the cold at the moment, now this card does come with a couple of meanings and I will explain why. So let's take a no contact situation at the moment. So you're feeling ghosted. I mean, you are ghosted, sorry. You're feeling left out in the cold here. But you are wanting your person to come and take you away from it all, you know, make things, everything better, if you like, change the situation. Spirit is saying only you can make the changes by changing within. In order to see the change, you have to embrace the changes within you. So how can you do that? Spirit is saying either by seeing this relationship as a new loving relationship, one that you are wanting, instead of focusing on what you don't have and everything that went wrong, or walking away and finding new love if you don't want to make the changes within. As within, so without. Okay, that's very powerful saying. As within your thoughts and in your feelings, that's what gets pushed out and gets reflected back to you. So when I'm working with my clients, what I do is, when I'm doing the mentoring with them, or even in their readings sometimes, because Spirit will bring through the same spiritual law, that what you are focusing on is growing. You're fertilizing weeds instead of fertilizing a flower. So you are cutting your nose off to spite your face. In any area in your life, if you are not getting what you want, then here this person is walking past in the cold, thinking that nobody's in. Oh, there's no lights on, so nobody can be at home. But round the back, all the lights are on. There's a big party going on, or there's a family having a big dinner or whatever with warmth. But this person is cutting their nose off because they're not making the effort to go up to the door, if you like. So are you taking things at face value? My person's ghosted me, or I'm not getting what I want in a situation, or people are treating me in a certain way. Then stop focusing on that. Every day you're focusing on the same thoughts or feelings that are being taken into day after day after day. Okay, you're focusing on what you don't have, or the things that are going wrong, is what Spirit's saying to you. So nobody else can save you. You have to embrace the changes, because only you, with all this fire, knows what you're passionate and what your heart truly desires, and what the ending to your happy, what your happy ending is. So either if you're wanting somebody back in your life, yes, you can get them back, and I have the Get Them Back playlist, okay, to help you, because that's why I'm a personal mentor as well, to help people to stop focusing on the old and fertilizing those weeds that are just not producing a beautiful flower, to focusing on what they do have, focusing on feeling that loving connection with their person as if it is a new loving relationship, and not focusing on the old story. Okay, but if you can't and you don't want to, even if it's a job that you're not happy in, or friends that you want to turn your back on them. It's always your choice. I will leave this with you. Love and light. For my lovelies who chose pile number 2, let's have a look at your message for today. Okay, so this is a couple of messages here. Oh, we've got to, oh, right, okay, brilliant. That ties in perfectly as well, a little hidden one under there. Okay, so if this is general, okay, then you may be waiting for news or something to happen. And you're getting a little bit emotional about it, a little bit up and down in your emotions here. You're finding that your emotions are a little bit scattered here. So with these two cards, they're swords, okay, and both of these people, the Queen and this person, is overcoming those thoughts, okay. This person is gathering up thoughts and making this, you know, the thoughts surrender to them rather than the thoughts ruling them. They're like this Queen of Swords. Cut off their heads, okay? Cut off the thoughts, or cut out the thoughts that are not serving you, that's making you start to feel emotional here. And if it's... So if you were waiting for news and you know that the news is coming, but then you start to doubt or you start to get caught up in your emotions, Spirit is saying try and stay centered and stable, okay, because the news you want is coming and it will be okay. That's not going to be for all of you. For others of you where it is a relationship, again the same, you may be waiting for somebody to come in, or you're waiting for them to do something, and your emotions and your thoughts are starting to go all over the place. What if they don't? What if this happened? The ifs, whys, buts, maybes, hows, whens coming in, and Spirit is saying here, we need to, you know, flatline those, okay, give your relationship a chance instead of self-sabotaging it before the thing has happened, okay, and work on the partnership. Even if you can't work on it in the physical, you can work on it internally. As within, so without, okay, as above, so below. So also with the Hanged Man, you can reach up and untie your feet. You don't have to stay in limbo hanging around, for those of you that can do something about your situation. Not if it is something that's going to cause you anxiety, okay. You just need to change your thoughts and feelings within so that it gets reflected out, as within so without, okay, and you get that reflected back in the way you want it to be. So a little bit of a really watching your thoughts with these two cards so that your emotions aren't going all over the place. Hope you made sense of that one. Love and light. For my lovelies who chose number 3, let's have a look at your message for today. Okay, so some of you may be struggling with something here. Some of you may be on the defensive. This woman looks like, you know, take one step closer and I'm going to rip your head off or punch you on the nose or something. Okay, she's looking pretty on the defensive here. But a couple of things. If that is how you're feeling, if you're struggling with something or you're feeling irritated and you're reactive, okay, you're reacting instead of going within and just sort of feeling calm. Not only are you not seeing this future ahead of you because you're so focused on this resentment, anger, frustration, whatever here, you're not seeing things clearly either, Spirit is saying, for some of you. So you may be hiding away. You then sort of hide away and not want to face things, okay. So you may have reacted to something and now you're sitting there wishing that you hadn't as well, for some of you, okay. So some of you reacting, some of you just caught up in your emotions and withdrawn, some of you having reacted and then feeling, why did I do that? Okay, why did that happen? Or why did I do that? Why did I put my, you know, foot in my mouth before thinking about it? But Spirit is saying, don't worry, just be strong. Okay, have the confidence and courage to get through this. We also have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Now, the past is a second ago. Okay, so it may be that you've had this sort of reactive thing. You may have had an argument with somebody. You may have stormed out of a job or a relationship or argument with family or something like this. Or just, being on the defensive and sort of feeling, oh no, everything's ruined. Well, it's not. Just release it. Okay, just release it. You can get through this, Spirit is saying, okay, if you're strong and you release what happened. Okay, when I'm doing the mentoring side of my business, I will do revision. You can revise an argument. So say you and your SP or you and a boss or whatever, you and somebody else had a argument and it ended up in a way that you didn't want it to. You can go back to that argument, but before the argument, and how would you have liked things to have played out in your favor? What would have made you happy if you'd have got what you wanted or the result you wanted? You can use revision. Okay, so by releasing it, you can change it. I always used to think for years and many years that the past was set in stone. That was it. You could only learn from the past. I didn't know that you can actually revise things from your past. And I've done it many times since I've known that spiritual law. Okay, so you can do it. Others of you who don't want to revise anything or whatever, okay, and you're quite happy with how things want, then, try not to dwell in this lower, fed up state in your emotions. Be strong, have the confidence, and move on in your life. I will leave this with you, love and light. For my lovelies who have a birthday today, happy birthday. So we have let go. Okay. Once you let go of the outcome, you will be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So if you're really holding on to something in a needy, I need that thing or that person in my life to make me feel better, or I'm desperate for this so that everything can change. Let go of the neediness, the time urgency, the desperation side of things, and just know that what you desire is yours to have. So if you want something, it's already yours to have. What you desire desires you. But by keeping control or hold of the emotions and thoughts attached to it that is in a time urgency or a lack energy, you're keeping it from you for longer. So Spirit is saying, let go of that and we can deliver what you want. It's a bit like you sealing up your letterbox or not opening the door when the postman comes. You're not, you're going to delay getting what you want. So drop the emotional constraints or your thoughts that are holding you back on this topic, on a topic, or from your past, self-sabotaging. Let it go. Okay, so that it can come to you, what you want. I will leave this with you, love and light.